Okay, here's some thoughts about snow and shading. So, I had some snow this morning. It's not too bad. It's coming off the trees pretty quick here. The sun is up, and where the sun is getting to the black of the solar panels, it's melting pretty quick. But as you can see down there, the bottom 12 panels of this array I didn't clean, and they're very well insulated against the sun, so they'll probably have some snow on them for a long time. But they're also shaded right now, so I wasn't really prioritizing those for cleaning. A couple of things that I think I've noticed here. I go all the way up to the top where these are really flat. The row to row spacing is causing a little bit of shading on the bottom of the panel here, but I don't really think that's a big deal. It seems like if it's only a little bit of the cell, it's not probably a big deal. So there's a series connection here. So these come down this way and connect here, and then go over and then back. So this group is in series. So it seems like to me, I haven't traced them all out, but that there's 3 rows of series cells. But it seems to me that the most important thing is having continuity through the long way of the landscape panel here. So having a little bit of those first cells knocked off is going to knock off some efficiency, but it's not going to be hugely detrimental. I had some panels where I sort of casually cleared them, like this one, and this pile of snow here completely occludes the entire vertical north-south plane here. So this isn't really ideal. It would be better if this snow was going to be on the panel, if it was down here instead, allowing these to connect this way. So that's a thought I have. The row spacing is pretty tight. It's like 8 inches or 7 inches or so. There's an 11-inch option on this rack. Maybe that would be better because I'd have a little bit more space to put my feet when I'm stomping through these little cavities here. And that would be helpful. I can step on the block here. My foot goes in there pretty good. So the block spacing is nice. So, yeah, it's like one concrete block is to the south side and one is to the north side, and there's a little gap in there where I can stick my foot. That's pretty good. This one I'm not getting it. I'm either on the block or next to the block, but my foot doesn't fit. So I'll probably step over that one and step over that one. So yeah, it's pretty good. This was mostly a summertime array anyway. But it's still producing. I bet I'll get up to around 5,000 or 6,000 watts today. Here pretty soon. It's early still, 9 o'clock. And but these ones down here, so there's 2 strings here. There's a 6 panels down there, and then 6 panels here. But these are getting really shaded in the winter, so I've been thinking about disconnecting these from the Solarc string and putting microinverters on them that are AC coupled to the output of the Solark. So output side AC coupling on these 12 panels down here. And then this sort of morning shading that's happening right now won't knock out so much. You know, I'd still have half of it producing if I had microinverters on it. So I think I'm going to convert these 12 to microinverters and then run another string further up that way onto the hill and get some really steep panels, like 60 degree or 70 degree, maybe like 3 feet off the ground, so that they'll naturally shed snow for the winter time. They'll be really steep. I mean, I think I could go as far as 80 degrees. They'll be really steep, so they won't be producing a lot in the summer. But if you're optimizing for net metering, annual net metering, it's like producing a lot in the summer and nothing in the winter is great. But when you're optimizing for 365 days of the lights on, having some lower peaks in the summer and some better output in the winter might be good. So I'm going to go ahead and knock these last 6 off here, and that little piece of snow right there kind of left as an example of how not to clear it. And yeah, so this I guess it's 24 here. These 24 will be doing pretty good this morning. So anyway, that's a check-in on my wife is calling this the Slick Array. It's directly over top of a coal mine, which is very cool. And its azimuth is not optimized because of that. I wanted it to be on top of the coal mine and not allow people to drive back and forth over top of it, because it's only like 12 feet, 15 feet down. So I don't want to collapse. But yeah, it's been doing pretty good. Oh, you know, maybe it got really cold, so I brought over another battery. So I put some glands in the bottom of the Solark here. I'm gonna regret that later. Right there. And you might have seen this battery in another build, but I've got another 30 kilowatt hours here that I stuck on to the TARDIS. My wife calls this thing the TARDIS. And so that's another 30 kilowatt hours. So that brings this up to 65. But I am going to take this away here pretty soon. I have another build like this coming, and it's going to be load side AC coupled to this Solark. Will be the master, if you will. It's going to be load side AC coupled to that, so I won't have to have more batteries here, because I'll be able to sell from that other one into the grid that's created by this inverter and drain its batteries at another remote node location and not have to have more batteries local to this inverter. So that's the plan there. So we're 2.6 kilowatts or so. It's not bad for 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, yeah, that's the update and some talk about angles and snow. Thanks. Bye.